Stop reaching for that pill bottle. If you're struggling with stiff knees, aching wrist, or that nagging getting older back pain, the solution isn't always the pharmacy aisle. Most people call these plants weeds, but today I'm showing you 3 of nature's most effective, research-backed answers to joint inflammation. We're building a rock-solid defense against pain. A strategy so effective, you'll wonder why your doctor hasn't mentioned it. Today, we're tackling the biggest hurdle to staying active, joint pain. While ibuprofen or acetaminophen might get you through the afternoon, they come with a heavy price tag for your kidneys and liver. Foraging for medicine, on the other hand, is a life-changing skill. And North America is a goldmine for natural anti-inflammatories. And we aren't just looking for tea ingredients today. We're hunting for powerful compounds that actually change how you move and target discomfort at the source. Let's dive in. Our first rock-solid defense against pain, a powerful herbal remedy you'll recognize, is the incredible stinging nettle. You'll find these in damp, nitrogen-rich soil, often near creeks, gardens, or old barnyards. To identify it, look for opposite, heart-shaped leaves with deeply serrated edges and a square stem. The giveaway, of course, is the tiny hollow hairs called trichomes. Wear gloves for this harvest. We want to be intentional about how we use this plant. The science here is pretty incredible. Nettle is a powerhouse anti-inflammatory that works by interfering with the body's production of inflammatory chemicals, specifically prostaglandins. The secret, however, is the sting itself. Through a process called urtication, yes, named directly after the plant's genus, Urtica, those trichomes act like natural microneedles, delivering compounds directly into the skin, like an intradermal needle. Research published in the Journal of the Royal Society of Medicine, conducted by Dr. Colin Randall, suggests this intentional stinging can reboot local nerves, overriding chronic pain signals and flooding the joint with fresh circulation. Is it painful? For a moment, yes, but that's the medicine working. You're swapping a dull, deep ache for a temporary therapeutic tingle that tells your body exactly where to send help. And here's the Forager's secret. If the tingle becomes too much, look around for dock. Rubbing a crushed dock leaf over the area won't cancel out the medicine, but it will soothe the surface itch and take the bite off the sting. Just wait a minute, let the sting bloom, and get that blood flowing to the joint. Once you feel that deep, pulsing warmth, which is the circulation hitting the area, then you can use the dock leaf to take the edge off the surface itch. Now, if you're deep in the shade of a deciduous forest rather than a sunny field, keep an eye out for stinging nettle's native cousin, wood nettle. While they share the same anti-inflammatory power, wood nettle is easy to distinguish once you know what to look for. Unlike the opposite leaves of stinging nettle, the leaves are alternate. They take turns climbing up the stem. The leaves also tend to be broader and more egg-shaped. For the foragers out there, many consider wood nettle the premium choice. It often carries a more intense concentration of those medicinal compounds, and some find the sting to be even more effective for urtication. And don't overlook the other members of the Urtica family, like the dwarf nettle. It's smaller and often shows up right in your vegetable garden. But don't let its size fool you. It carries the same anti-inflammatory power and an even sharper sting than its taller cousins. Across the board, if it's a member of the Urtica family, it's a candidate for treating your joint pain. If the nettle sounded a bit too extreme for you, don't worry. This next one is as gentle as it gets. You've definitely seen it standing like a sentinel on the side of a highway. Mullein. In its second year, it grows a tall, yellow flower spike, but for joint pain, we're skipping the flowers. We want the first-year rosette. To identify it, look for leaves that are incredibly soft and fuzzy. They feel like lamb's ear or thick velvety felt. No other common weed has this exact texture. While mullein is famous for lung health, It's a sleeper remedy for joint pain, specifically for what herbalists call lubrication. If you have dry, creaky joints, mullein could be your answer. The science here comes down to two major players: verbascoside and iridoid glycosides. These are powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that work to inhibit the enzymes that break down cartilage. Mullein is also packed with mucilaginous polysaccharides. These act as a natural emollient, helping to soothe the heat of an inflamed joint and supporting the synovial fluid that keeps your skeletal system moving smoothly. The pro tip here? Use the root. While the leaves are great for tea, a mullein root tincture or an infused oil is the gold standard for skeletal pain. Rubbing mullein-infused oil into the skin provides a deep, cooling relief that typical store-bought creams just can't match. Finally, we have the misunderstood superstar of late summer, goldenrod. Many people blame this plant for their seasonal allergies, but that's a total misconception. The real culprit is almost always ragweed. While they bloom at the same time, goldenrod has heavy, sticky pollen that travels by bee, not by wind. It isn't making you sneeze, it's actually trying to help you out. You can identify goldenrod by its brilliant, plume-like yellow flowers and its narrow, alternate leaves. But the real magic is what's happening inside the plant. The science behind goldenrod is pretty impressive. It's a rich source of lyocarpicide and quercetin, two compounds that are powerhouse anti-inflammatories. Research published by the European Scientific Cooperative on Phytotherapy shows that these help reduce swelling and assist the kidneys in flushing out excess uric acid. This makes goldenrod a premier natural treatment for gout, the condition where uric acid forms sharp needle-like crystals in your joints, usually starting in the feet or knees. Clinical studies have actually highlighted goldenrod's aquaretic effect, meaning it increases urine flow to flush out those crystals without depleting your body of vital electrolytes like many synthetic diuretics do. Whether you use the flowering tops or the vibrant green leaves, goldenrod works from the inside out to clear the rust from your joints. When brewed as a tea, it doesn't taste like weeds. It's surprisingly pleasant with a mild, honey-like sweetness and a faint hint of pine. Most foragers agree that tea from the flowers tastes better, but the leaves are available for a much longer window. Fortunately, both the leaves and flowers can be dried, so you can keep this defense in your cabinet for year-round use. If you're ready to stop relying on the pill bottle and start trusting the earth, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. We're building a community here at Edible America focused on natural health and foraging content, and your support helps us keep these lost remedies alive. Nature has a solution for almost everything if you know where to look. Just remember the Forager's Code. Always harvest sustainably, never take more than 10% of a stand, and be 100% sure of your identification before you harvest. But the most important thing you can do is pass this on. If you've used Nettle for your knees, or if you have a family recipe for mullein oil that's been passed down for generations, please share it in the comments. We're rebuilding a library of lost knowledge here, and your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. You don't need a prescription to start moving better. You just need to step outside. Get out there, stay safe, and as always, eat the weeds.